Welcome, traveler, to Exquisite Adventure.
I'm your host,
Rodney,
Aaron,
Danny,
Jeremiah,
and Hayden. Exquisite Adventure is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast.
But wait.
Each and every episode,
we switch DMs.
But we don't share notes.
because we like chaos.
And miscommunication.
And making each other do silly voices we don't want to do.
Anyway, before the show starts, we'd like to remind our audience that
Singing snacks are available in the lobby.
Arms and legs should remain inside the vehicle at all times.
And to please
Silence your cell phones. Thank you.
Mama poker face, mama poker face.
I love it.
Fungus love poker Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, wisest woman in village.
Last time, our crew found themselves ejected into the middle of the Juisku after upsetting the stomach of the Hobyo that they were trapped within. After regaining their bearing, they were happened upon by a salvage vessel in the wake of the Hobyo's destruction, the Toluca Mona, a mass of different rafts and ships held together by clever woodworking and propelled by magical prowess. Captained by the one and only, and definitely completely original with no ties to an existing story, Moby Ding Dong. Welcome aboard. It was soon after that the crew ran into a friend from only a day or two prior, the dread pirate Kagarkagawa. Making some agreements with the dread captain, and at the behest of one Ayamun Lucky, they listened to their foe's story. Bell is a dragon, and cursed, stuck in their human form and on their way to Girdlegum to collect the real Mint Familby in order to break that curse. Thus, our crew resolved to chase Bell down and stop them. Making their arrangements to set sail aboard a ship made of meat, the crew reconvened and decided not to steal the boat, but to specifically buy the boat, pretend to steal the boat, instead steal the magical dragon-finding compass that Kagarkagawa possesses, and then get rid of Kagarkagawa after they get out to sea. And thus, after paying for the boat, Gordo talking to Wensley, the shark man,
the hot shark man,
the hot were shark. And we'll say buying the necessary supplies for the trip that you definitely did, and we'll just write that off and just say you did that. In the middle of the night, the likes of Bumbo Gombok, Ayamun Lucky, Sonny Goblin, Cam Drythorne, Gordo, and Ramsey, Wensley, Drusilla, Krungus, and don't forget Moist Mitch, board the meat ship dubbed the Sassy Buge, with an unsuspecting Kagarkagawa, and set sail out of Yvequan Cove. I'm done now.
Whew! Bravo.
It's right here
That's a good recap.
that we will pick up our story.
Does anyone feel like we skipped a whole lot of content?
Like what? Is there something to bring up? Did I
A
miss
whole
all
lot
of
of purchasing and shopping and maybe more planning.
it? We got to get to the story parts, the story beats.
People had
This
to go
is
to
why I
bed
don't
last
write
time, and we had
recaps.
to finish up our session.
There's stuff that happened, but
Every time I recap a session, the players are like, "You forgot this part."
yeah,
I didn't forget.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well,
trying to get the highlights.
What about that plant?
That's true.
The
That's
vomit
true.
plant.
Cam
that's
Drythorne
gonna
did
be
in fact plant his
really
seed
plot relevant.
within a vomity bith and ended up with a plant that was growing.
I believe his exact words were, "shoved his seed
Get down a
Down-
bird's
down
throat.
that bird's throat."
I was trying to avoid that.
Holy.
No,
Oh my!
little spicy,
Saucy.
You all, after boarding the Sassy Buge, are set sail. Basically, you have the moment that was described last time, cutting the rope, jumping on board, everyone pulling up the gangplank, and setting sail out of the cove. I would like everyone, though, to make a stealth check for me.
Interesting.
Uh-oh.
God damn you, making me do a die roll.
Very nice. Glad I got
You
that.
son
That
of
was a
bitch.
good roll.
Earlier.
Stealthy, say?
Sonny got an 18.
Cam?
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 for me, too.
Gordo?
I got a 23 and Ramsey got a 7.
Well,
Aya rolled a 15, and Drusilla rolled a 12, and then it was Moist Mitch and Krungus both rolled 17s, and finally one Kagarkagawa. Oh, I forgot to roll for Wensley.
How could you forget Winsley?
Wensley rolled a 17 as well. Kagarkagawa rolled a 9. But, yeah. Okay, so you all do board the ship, and you raise the anchor and make your way out towards sea. But after, only a couple minutes, suddenly you hear voices from the shore just basically going, "Hey, they're stealing that ship! Hey, get back here! What are you doing?" And you look back and you see a couple of, I hate to say guards because they're all pirates, but pirate guards. Basically watching, that seemed to be, you saw them around before, but they were watching over people's ships, making sure no pirating was happening at the pirate cove, because that's against the pirate code. But pretty soon after, you see them starting to maybe gather a small little crew on a nearby vessel.
All right, Ayamun, I think we gotta get this thing going.
That's true. Raise the sails. We gotta get this thing moving. I don't know how to pilot a meat ship, but we'll try.
Ramsey, no eating the side of the ship. Ramsey, okay, we're good.
Who is, just for the audience's sake, I think we should go over specifically what everyone's roles on the ship are, just a little bit. Bumbo, you are the helmsman, correct? And
Yeah, that's what he was last time.
Yeah, and then Cam, you are the navigator / watch tower.
yep,
Man.
that's right.
Gordo, you're the chef, along with Ramsey.
Right.
Sonny, are you still acting as the cabin boy of this vessel?
Probably.
Okay, that's fair. Probably more stuff to do. And then Aya is, in a way, captaining this vessel, I guess, but still will continue to say he's the first mate.
What's Kagarkwa do? Kagarkagwa do?
I don't think y'all gave him a job. He thinks he's the captain.
Oh.
That's going to be problematic when we mutiny him.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway.
Is it really mutiny if he's not really the captain?
All right, when we fake mutiny him.
At this point, you do look back and start to see they are kind of making ground on you. The cove does block most of the wind, so getting out of the cove itself is fairly it's a fairly slow process. But once you make the turn out into open seas, this ship is definitely, as we all tested last time, very fast. But for now, they're basically rowboating their asses over to catch you, unaware of the situation. Is anyone trying to do anything? Anyone?
Yeah, did we make some sort of deal? Or are we borrowing the ship? Are we actually stealing it? Did we buy it?
We bought the
We
ship.
paid for the ship.
Okay.
We just came and took a ship in the middle of the night.
Right. And a couple people weren't that stealthy.
And there's some very good Samaritan-y pirates, I guess.
It's against the pirate
All right.
code to steal from other pirates.
It's a good code.
All right, well.
So is the plan to just keep moving on, or?
Do we have any semaphore? We could let them know that we actually purchased it.
I believe you do have I think you specifically last time said the keys, but you have a right of ownership. I'd assume Bumbo or Aya would have that specifically, but
Well, this kind of works in our favor because we wanted Kagakugwa to think we stole it, right?
yes,
Right.
but they are making up ground.
Well,
Do we have oars?
Yeah, you would have some oars. It's a large ship.
All right, boys, you wanna heave and ho? And it's just point from
Yeah.
the steering wheel. No. Sonny,
Huh?
can you take the wheel?
Sure.
And Bumbo goes over to an oar and
Got it.
yeah.
Yeah. You are joined by Krungus, and Drusilla tries to help, but not really her forte. His forte? I don't know any pronouns for Drusilla.
Drusilla's a girl.
That's what I thought, but I totally forgot everything about Drusilla. I just know she's
I
here.
forgot she existed.
She's hella into birds and shit.
But yeah, she has the vomity bith, so you guys are safe from the hobio, ostensibly.
That's right.
But yeah, Aya joins you, grabs an oar. Is anyone else?
Are they bone and meat and tendony?
No, you know what? I think you would have still normal oars. Those are requisitioned separately.
Disappointing. Sonny at the wheel yells out, I can't see where we're going. Where are we going?
He's
just holding his arms up onto the handles and just like trying to.
Am I supposed to help row?
So, I mean, Cam, I'm assuming you're in the watchtower.
Yes.
There's a meat watchtower.
I'll just yell down to Sonny where to pilot the ship.
Nice.
So, those who are rowing can go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
Hell yeah. Been waiting for this. It's 26.
Yeah, wow. I rolled a 20, a natural 20, unnatural 20.
Dirty one.
Dirty 20.
A dirty one?
A dirty 20. Not a dirty one, but a dirty one. Gordo, are you helping at all, or just...
I suppose I could try and cook something up.
Got it. All right. I mean, with Krungus as well, you're able to, like, make some headway, and I'd say you're more at, like, an even pace now. It's less of a outright they're catching up, but they're still in question of actually being able to catch you guys. At this point, Kagarkakwa is basically off the the opposite of a stern.
The bow.
So wait, no. The stern is the back.
Yes.
Howard.
Good. No, then yes. The stern. Kagarkakwa has his foot up on the back of the boat and is yelling out,
You'll never catch me! I'm the dread pirate Kagarkakwa!
Is he near me?
kind of, yeah. He's like 15 feet back.
And would you say he's suitably distracted?
Oh my god.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's not paying attention to you specifically.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the wheel and go try to pick his pockets.
All right. Yeah. I won't even make you roll stealth for that. Just make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Do. That's a 22.
Nice.
Wow.
22. Got it.
Still.
Yeah. You basically just very nonchalantly just like let go of the wheel, take a couple steps back, turn around. You see the little chain attached to the compass like peeking out of his pocket, and you just sort of grab that and gently like lift it up, dangle it, put it in your little pouch or wherever, and walk
Great.
back over to the fucking
Wheel.
wheel.
Cool.
Simple
I'm gonna
words are
try
hard.
to subtly
Be
get
Krungus.
everyone's attention. I climb on top of a banister or railing and just start waving the compass around.
Got
I
it.
mean, I assume I'd see that.
Yeah, I mean, everyone that's paying attention to Sonny in the least, I think most people would be facing actually backwards, because usually you face backwards when you're rowing, right? Generally.
Gordo and Ramsey have already gone to the galley and are now whipping up some dough.
Got it.
Plan B, you know?
At this point, seeing you, Sonny, with the compass, Wensley actually runs up the staircase behind Kagarkagwa and pushes him off the boat.
What?
Oh.
Oh, wow, that was a twist.
You just hear,
Hey.
Wesley! What do you mean by this? It's mutiny, you parle farty squib! What are you doing?
as your boat just careens away from him.
Sonny goes over to the back and watches like, that was a really long fall.
Well, it was hit the water, followed by distance added. But yes, it was. It's a fairly substantial meat ship you have. The Sassy Buge is.
Yeah, Bumbo just lets out a nice.
That was nice. He looks
This
a
is
bit
an
shaken.
unexpected surprise. Thank you, Mr. Wensley.
You're welcome.
I am curious as to why you have been convinced to mutiny against your own captain.
I'm not sure anymore.
Oh.
I'm
Did
gonna go
anything
find
recent
Gordo.
happen to you that could have been a deciding factor?
Well, I couldn't let you just kill him, but you needed him off the ship.
So you killed him.
This is my compromise. No, he's gonna be back. He's gonna just be imprisoned on the pirate on Yukon Cove.
They're not. You think they're going to imprison Kagarkagwa, the king
Sonny's
of
gonna
pirates?
pat Wensley on the leg. You
Well-
poor naive fool.
At least I don't have to watch him die.
You see, the thing what you just did, Shark Man, is you've left a man alive who now can come back with a pirate army in the 5th episode. I mean, later on, and kill us all.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, I'm supposed to be sailing this thing.
So, does anyone want chocolate chip cookies? They've just come out of the oven. They're very fast baking.
You,
What
upon
did I miss?
upon exiting to the bridge, or to the deck, I mean, Wensley actually runs up and gives you a hug. He's a little upset at the moment. You don't know why, but
Well, are you sad because we stole a boat?
I pushed Kagarkagwa off the boat.
Oh, you did the thing.
Well, he didn't make sure he was dead, so...
Oh,
I couldn't
I'm
kill
sure.
him. He was the only one that accepted me as a shark man until
I
Gordo.
accept you as a shark man.
Oh my
all
god.
of us here except
Why
you as
would-
a shark man.
Why would we not?
Yeah, I accept it. It just terrifies me.
My whole life been surrounded by people that thought I was terrible because I was a shark man.
Welcome to your new crew.
I need to go sit down.
Right, have a cookie.
He takes a cookie and goes below deck.
I make sure that I go and distribute cookies to everybody.
Aya and Bumbo are just
Cookie break. Gonna keep your energy up if you're gonna.
They're going to
keep on the
catch
road.
us. We've got to get going.
Yes, yes.
Just put it in my mouth. Ah!
Couple seconds won't hurt. Just eat a cookie now. There you are.
Thank you.
They're quite good. They're quite good at...
Cam, would you like a cookie up there?
I'm sure Pecker would appreciate one.
All right. Would you like me to climb up there, or will Pecker be flying down?
Just toss it. Actually, you know what? Yeah, just toss it.
All right. We will roll for athletics. That's a 6.
yeah, that cookie doesn't quite make it.
Oh, does it make it within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, I don't think the watchtower is more than.
Hand.
All right,
This is the action you wanted.
You know
folks.
what? I don't know if it'd be sleight of hand, dexterity, or arcana. Make one of those checks, whichever one you prefer,
Well,
to see whether or not
whichever
you
one's
are accurate enough with your mage hand to like grab a cookie.
It
Dexterity.
was actually an 8,
catching
but I don't
cookie.
think that changes anything.
It goes 1 foot higher. No, 2 for the extra 2 points.
Great.
I am decidedly best at Arcana. I will try that.
All right, cool.
Well, just a 10, so
10's
not super great.
10's all right. Like you spawn the hand like sort of like 3 or 4 feet away from the cookie, then move it towards the cookie. And it's not the most delicate thing, so it like sort of slams in the cookie and you get like a piece of it, but the rest just sort of dissipates into the ocean over the side of the boat.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, you have like half a cookie.
That's okay. Pecker won't eat the whole thing anyway.
Right, if anyone wants seconds, you're going to have to see Ramsey about it.
At this point,
no one's going to get seconds.
Anyone that's paying attention does note that the dudes in the rowboat that were catching up to you guys have basically veered off and are just pulling Kagarkwa out of the water onto their ship, and you are all, at this point, the wind is catching. You're making way out, and you break out of Eve Kwan Cove. That is a tongue twister. And into the Juisku. Sonny, you have the compass.
Hey, I did it.
And it's the middle of the night, right, when we're doing this?
It's dark. Moonlight is sort of isn't strong enough for you to see things on the waves, but it's still sort of like murky and dubious. Most of the crew will probably need most of the crew will almost certainly need some level of rest in the coming hours, just because you don't want to push your very small, now one smaller crew too hard. But this ship you specifically picked out because it was pilotable,
Sure.
manable, workable, usable,
Saleable.
by only a handful of you guys. You'll really all you need is a navigator and a helmsman on deck at any given time. Other hands are just good for, or actually you would need a deckhand for the sails, but other than that, you can basically get by with 3.
I think Gordo will retire for the night and go comfort Wensley.
Mm-hmm.
Ramsey, you're on watch.
I think Aya just straight up passes out after a bit. Just super tired.
Cam's going to keep looking out off the crow's nest and through Pecker's vision.
I forget, does Cam need to sleep?
Cam only needs 4 hours of sun a day, and he goes into like a period of inactivity for 4 hours a day.
But
So, sometime during the night he might shut down for a bit, but...
Sure.
Bumbo's just gonna stay at the wheel for a while.
All right.
As pretty much as long as he can stand.
Got it. Well,
I couldn't see what I was doing at all.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you did a fine job anyway.
Krungus takes over as the deckhand for manning the ropes. But then, with that, you all break out into the Juisku, continue on your journey, and you follow, I'm assuming, the compass. Who is going to be the holder of this compass for the rest of the trip? I think on some level, maybe makes sense for Cam, but...
I mean, Gordo's hands are full, so...
Whoever's awake probably makes sense.
Whoever's navigating.
Either me or whoever's driving, basically. No throwing it, though. We're not going to pass it up to the crow's nest that way.
Here you go, Mr. Gombok. Here's the compass.
Well, thank you. All right. You're heading to bed then?
Yeah, probably.
Fair enough. Get your rest.
Okay. Sonny's gonna wander the innards of this meat ship before he goes to bed.
Got it. Are there anything particular you're looking for?
No.
All right. Just getting familiar with the innards?
Yeah.
The literal and figurative innards?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I guess since we're doing a long rest and I have all my spells still, I'm going to cast Augury and just ask the nature spirits if following Bell is a wheel woe or wheel and woe or neither wheel nor woe or whatever it is.
Is this like, what's the perspective on that? Is it like wheel woe for you specifically?
It just says...
Or for nature?
You
have
receive
to
an
ask
omen
it a
from another
question?
worldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes.
Within the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, the next 30 minutes is following the course to Bell in the next 30 minutes. Going to be good, bad, or a mix. Or nothing.
I think it just says nothing, to be honest.
Ah, shoot.
But, that gives you 30 minutes of sleep. quote unquote, that you
That's
can
true.
be fully restful for.
Yeah, I'll do that right before I shut down for 4 hours.
Got it. But yeah, then with that, everyone gets a long rest over the course of. I'm just gonna assume people sort of rotate throughout the night and into the morning. But largely, I'd say we really only have one navigator and one true helmsman. Aya and Sonny, I think, have maybe some experience on behind the wheel, but I don't know if anyone else is really a navigator.
Does Sonny have dark vision as a goblin?
Does Sonny have dark vision? Let's check. Let's find
I do
out.
believe, yes,
Yep.
he would. I also
Sure
think
do.
Aya has dark vision.
Oh yeah, y'all
Aya's
would
a
be
tiefling.
great as the evening crew.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Aya could take the sort of a navigator. He's sort of an everyman on the boat. Has done all the jobs at some point. So.
Yeah, I'd probably suggest Aya steers the boat.
Not Sonny?
You can't see over it.
It's true.
Just need to get him a booster.
Some stilts.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then we'll go with that. Sonny takes over for Cam about halfway through the night, and Aya takes over for Bumbo. But overall, I'll just say for the first night, it's a pretty quiet night. The stars above are like they're more beautiful out here. Weirdly, you like for as long as you guys have been in the Juisku, you really haven't been in the Juisku. You were like in it for a little bit, and then your boat got destroyed, woke up in a hobio, ejected from a hobio, woke up in the morning at a, like, there's a sense of freedom that comes from now having your own ship again and be in sailing to do a quest of your own volition. That is, it's sort of calming in a way.
Up until now, it really hasn't been the optimum, experience as visitors to this water.
Yeah.
No, sir.
They're dangerous waters, though. You knew this going in, and, well, here you are. I will say, one little fun detail. Who is familiar with the Juisku or, like, its topography at all? Anyone? Anyone?
I think
Anyone's
only
character?
Ramsey.
Only Ramsey.
Like,
Little guys in and studied it.
I would know like maps of the outline of it, but not it itself. So a general shape.
Got it. Make a
It's
history
possible
check.
Sonny
for
might
me.
have
How would
been
you
on it
describe
before.
the general shape?
Oh, have you seen like the Ocarina of Time? It's kind of that shape,
Yeah.
but
An
really
ocarina?
big.
Like a game disc box?
Hmm?
Like a game disc box?
Like the
Just a
video
perfect
game.
rectangle.
The ocarina
It
itself.
looks like an N64.
It's like a kidney.
Yeah. I'll just say for anyone that has a history with like maps and being in the ocean, has been out here for a while, go ahead and make a history check for me. Just to recall your knowledge of
I'm
traversing these
proficient
waters.
with cartographer's tools. Does
Oh.
that count?
I'll say, because you're a navigator, I feel like that like you necessarily would have spent time with maps, right?
Okay.
Sure.
That's a 23 off of a crit.
Dang.
I got a.
You definitely.
If
know the
I'll roll
thing.
nature, because that seems like I could make an argument that might work. I'm a druid.
Ramsey
I'm
got a 12.
mappy
Yeah,
druid.
nature. Yeah, because the way you do things, that makes sense to
Yeah.
me.
I got a dirty 20 then.
Dirty. Okay. Anyone else get like above a 17? All right, cool. So Cam and Bumbo, you both, you don't know these waters personally, but you've at least studied them, either whether that be naturalistically or sort of academically or experientially. First off, the Juisku, as you know, is dangerous, not only because of the hobio, but all sorts of creatures and monsters lurk in these waters, and they're generally very aggressive. Beyond that, it's more than just creatures, though. There's myths of, I'm sorry, everyone in the audience, everyone is nodding their head like super super over the top, and it's really distracting to try to narrate over. Anyway, but you know lots of many things about the waters in terms of there's lots of life, lots of death, and lots of supposedly magical creatures. But the big thing you do know is in the direction that you're headed, sort of southwest from Yvequan Cove.
God, that's hard to say.
It is
Yukon?
really bad. Yvequan Cove. You know that the only entrance and exit to the Jwisku is through the god damn it.
What are you guys doing?
It's through the Zamundar Strait.
Zabunder.
Yeah.
The
Zabunder.
Go straight there.
But and that does seem to be basically the direction that the Hobio is traveling. Or that the compass is pointing you towards. Oh, I'm gonna slap all of y'all. Specifically 2 of y'all.
And more generally, the other 2 of
Yeah,
us.
just you guys catch a little,
yeah.
just a little follow through, just a little. The main
The,
slap goes.
It
to
would
the
be
first
well
two.
deserved.
Residual slap. The slap shockwave, as it were.
But yeah, just from your knowledge, just know that. But anyway, the night goes well. You wake up, and it's a day on the waters. Is there anything particular? I don't want to harp on travel, make it just this whole session me describing every single day and being like, the waters were water.
It sounds pretty good, though. I would like,
You don't?
an account per half hour.
Okay, yeah. So for the first half hour, you saw 1 fish. For the second half hour, you saw 2 fish. For the third half hour, you saw 1 fish again. It went kind of down. It's sort of like a stock situation. You never really know.
I'm not really guessing the pattern here.
Fourth hour, 7 fish. That's throwing it all off.
Whoa!
Quite a lot.
Sell.
That was a lot of shit to fish.
Yes. I'm sure it was a lot of shit to fish.
There's
Oh,
a
by
lot
the
of
way.
shit in there too.
I found some weird leaky parts of the ship, and I'm not sure if it's Moist Mitch or the walls of the meat ship.
You say moist Mitch, and you just sort of hear like a
Oh.
Perhaps Moist Mitch was sleeping, since we've all not got much rest, and that he wasn't able to drain the bilge.
I
Is
don't
it
like
something
it.
I need to look at?
I don't know.
Yeah, how do we
The leaky
repair
parts. Is it like
holes?
leaking water quickly?
I couldn't really tell because it was down in the dark innards of the ship. And with my dark vision, it was all just kind of black and white, so I couldn't really tell. Maybe it was water. Maybe it was moisture coming from Moist Mitch. Maybe it was the blood seeping from the gross, meaty walls.
Okay, was it a trickle? Or like a
It was more like a
pour?
dampness.
Just, okay.
I think that's just called sweating, right? Meat tends to sweat when you leave it out.
Oh. This is a weird ship.
Yes.
Aye, it has.
Ramsey, what did I say about licking it?
That's
Oh,
a good
maybe
point.
that's why.
Ramsey has spent a good portion of his time on this ship just gnawing on random pieces of it. More than he normally does.
It's getting properly cleaned.
And digested.
And to be clear,
Say, Cam, how does
Yeah.
it feel? How does it feel finally being on a ship that is not made of decomposed,
The
decaying
bones of plants.
Yes, bones of plants.
I like it.
it's a bit
feel a sense of-
disturbing to me, to be honest.
See? Now you understand.
We've all earned a couple points of sympathy there, or empathy, whichever it is.
What's like the middle ground here? Is it like stone? Metal?
Oh, we determined that making a boat out of stone is impossible.
Yeah, aye, that sounds difficult. But is there like a material that we could build a boat out of that would like satisfy everyone involved?
Metal?
Sounds
Like a really lightweight metal?
sounds
Fish?
expensive.
Did you say fish?
What? What was that, Sonny? I couldn't hear you.
I thought someone said fish.
Oh, I said fish, yes. Could build a fish boat.
I mean, that sounds just as bad as this. And also a lot less stable.
And smellier, I imagine.
Aye.
Very likely. What about
I don't know. The ship is really smelly.
What about seashells?
Well, that'd be pretty.
I kind of
Yeah, that's kind of a shells are discarded. Yeah, nobody needs them.
Right. None of us are mollusks.
Do you know what I'm realizing?
Wondering how you connect them. You know.
Every ship is made out of something deceased. That's kind of messed up.
Wow.
You don't want to have a living ship?
We could have a living ship.
I mean, this ship could be alive. We don't really know. It's leaking.
It's just a massive mimic.
Oh my god.
Be glad I did not think of that before right now.
Well, time will tell.
You can pivot.
It's just asleep.
Suddenly,
Didn't
Moist
even hit,
Mitch, Mitch is just gone. The
Uh-oh.
bilge is its digestive tract.
Have you ever had something called a calzone?
No, what's that?
No.
Oh, it's like a pizza, but it's folded in two. I was thinking that would make a good boat.
Oh.
Bread,
Like the-
a bread boat?
Yeah, wouldn't the bread get just
When it
wet
gets-
and soggy?
Yeah, it gets soggy.
Then again, we're on a meat boat. I didn't think this was possible until 6 hours ago. All right, no, it's longer than that. 12 hours, 14.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Couple days.
I will ask, bosun and watchtower man. I don't know what that job is called for some reason.
Look out.
The lookout?
Look out! There we go. Or I guess not really bosun anymore, but Bumbo, because you were a shipwright.
Yes.
The two of you, could you make perception checks for me?
Oh, certainly.
Ooh, goddamn. I rolled a 19 plus a lot of perception because that's my best skill.
My passive is 17, and I rolled lower than that one.
Y'all
12?
have crazy perceptions.
I got a 27.
Okay.
Good. Wow.
Yeah. Well, Cam,
It's higher than I could roll.
you sort of at first you didn't think anything of it, but over the last day, it's been 7-8 hours since you've woken up. You started to notice little, just those fish that I was talking about earlier. That you saw 1 and then 2, then
1,
1,
2, 1, 7.
You know, they're starting to follow your boat. You just see a large collection of fish sort of just in the water around the ship and trailing it. And you start to look closer and you see beneath the waves there's what looks like more fish just attached to the sides of it. And it's at that point Moist Mitch runs up from the bilge and goes,
Yes, well, it seems we have some
Ow.
mollusks or other creatures attaching themselves to the ship. They're trying to eat it seems.
Oh, see, that's the problem with making a boat out of meat.
Right.
You think it's gonna be a structural problem?
If anything bigger comes, probably. Right now, it seems like it's only just a couple fish.
Is there any way we can make the boat less appetizing?
We could cook the meat.
Oh,
That would make it more appetizing.
that
Actually,
that
that
yeah,
doesn't work.
that wouldn't be a good idea. Well, do fish like cooked meat?
Fish like just about anything.
True.
They don't really think too hard about what they're eating. Well, some of them.
We
Hold
could
on.
throw
I
the
have an
shark man
idea.
into the water to
Oh
chase him
yeah.
away.
Hey, what's his name?
Wensley.
Wensley.
It's a mix
Hey,
of
Wensley.
Wednesday and Pugsley.
Hey, Wednesday. Are you hungry?
I guess so.
Well, there's some tasty fish down in the water trying to eat our boat.
I mean, I could jump down in there and eat them, but I can't do that forever. And also, I'm pretty sure I can't keep up with this boat.
No?
Right. If Wensley goes in
You're-
the water, we'd probably need to stop.
I mean, I actually have a sheet for him with his speed. I found a were shark.
I thought you'd be like
Nice.
super duper swim speed fast, like
Yeah, I would have
Aquaman.
felt like if fish can keep up with our boat.
Well,
Yeah.
see,
Aren't you just a big fish?
I'm just a were shark. Like, I can swim pretty good, but I have arms. So I'm picking
Oh.
up Gordo's accent now.
You are.
Spent a lot of time with someone, you know.
Interesting.
Oh, you've been
It's a
spending a lot of time
contagious
together?
accent. Oh, we
That's
have.
nice.
Yes.
Actually, weirdly, this were shark doesn't have a swim speed. So,
Oh.
but that seems wrong. So it's gonna have
Yeah,
one.
it's impossible.
But this is a fast
Wait.
boat. This is a fast ship, and you'd have to slow down probably to get him back on board, especially.
Well, if you're not fast enough to catch this ship, and would you say on average you are faster than or slower than most fish?
I am about as fast as a shark.
Okay, I don't know how that compares to. How fast would you say those fish down there are swimming to keep up with our boat compared to a shark?
Well, I think some sharks could probably catch up. So maybe if I tried my best, I could do it, but I would definitely get tired after a while.
Okay, so I'm just curious to see what we're dealing with here. If we can just
I mean-
outspeed all the fish trying to eat us.
I mean, it depends on the wind, I guess.
Yes, could we get a little bit more wind, please?
Hold on, let me check the weather.
Don't think we have any. Cam, can you like summon wind or something?
No,
Can
I
Drusilla do
can-
that, perhaps?
I can tell you if there's wind coming or not.
I don't know. I don't think just Drusilla can either. If Cam can't.
So you just hear
Well,
Sonny
I just didn't take
start
the spell.
Just blowing.
really badly whistling and just like avoid eye contact with everyone.
Sonny?
What's up, Sonny?
Huh?
You
What?
awkwardly whistling to suggest that you perhaps can cast a big gust of wind?
What? No. What? No. That's a silly thing to say, Mr. Gordo.
Right.
Sonny, are you like you holding out on us? Because I've gotten the feeling. I didn't want to say anything, but you've kind of like, insinuated a couple times now that like maybe there's something. You're like hiding something from us, and that's not really
I
nice.
also watched you jump 10 feet backwards when you were fighting a bunch of pirates. I didn't say anything, but it seemed kind of weird.
See, like stuff like that. We're a family here. Like we've known each other. We've gone through a lot. You can trust us. We're not gonna like out you or anything for. But
Plus,
like
they all said when you were drunk the other night that you spilled all the beans.
Wait, what?
See, I was trying
I
to
have
let
no
you know.
memory of doing that.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Trying to let him.
I should leave when we're trying to lie.
Gordo just walks
Yeah.
off down.
Okay, well, I maybe can do a little bit of teensy weensy bit of magic.
You can you can make the wind go.
Yeah, I can like summon a big gust of wind and then I can blow it and it could move the ship faster.
Well, that would help quite a bit. I mean, right, Bumbo?
Yep.
Bubba's just looking at Sonny like, why haven't you said this before?
I can also make an air bubble out of water so I can breathe underwater. I can fall really slowly. I can also make a big loud explosion, a big fog cloud, a tinier gust of wind. My hands can get all electrified and then a bigger boom and then cold and then I can make the water do shapes and stuff.
Wow,
That
that's
was
crazy.
a lot of things.
And sometimes when I do that, I fly.
Oh, that's
Really, really short distances.
all right. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, can you? We kind of want to get away from these fish.
Oh, you want me to do that now?
Ideally, yeah. That would be great.
Okay.
Like how
Sonny
many
wanders.
times can you do that a day?
Huh?
How many times
Oh, the
can you do that a day?
big gusty wind? Approximately exactly 3 times.
Well, how about the smaller
1 minute each.
How about the smaller one?
The smaller one? Oh, that's infinite.
What spell is the smaller one?
It's just like
Gust.
The crappy gust. Yeah.
Gust.
Is it?
The really bad attack the flying type Pokemon get.
Got it. Does it? Does it do?
Nice
Would it be
reference.
enough? Like, what's the actual
have no
verbiage on
idea.
that? Let me pull
Gust.
that up real quick.
I wrote them all down, but
You
not
can
what
push
they did.
creatures 5 feet away from you if they fail a strength save. You create a small blast of air capable of moving an object that is neither held nor carried and that weighs no more than 5 pounds.
Yep. Nope. Definitely not enough for a ship.
A sail.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Like it
But it
probably
wouldn't
wouldn't do a
help much.
whole lot, but it would do something. But yeah,
But the big one's like a big wind.
gust of wind, I assume, is the other spell.
Yeah.
Gust of wind.
So if it's just a regular gust of plain air,
Yeah.
then it's nothing. But a gust of wind, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
So do you
Sonny
go
will
ahead and
trot
cast
over
it?
to a good position.
Sort of at the
Is
back.
it
of the
okay if we watch, or do you need us all to turn around?
Oh. I mean, I guess. It's fine.
Oh, good.
Well,
Okay.
Gordo just like looks at you with both hands under his chin, like all excited to watch you cast magic for the first time.
Oh. Okay.
It's a little uncomfortable.
A little bit.
And he's smiling really big.
I need to figure out. I don't remember if Sonny has, like, a focus or not. Yeah, who cares?
Nothing's happening.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna turn around.
pressure,
give me a second.
Mr. Gordo, pressure. You know, I don't usually do this in front of people.
Right. I was excited.
Okay. I have
We'll
to
sit.
have this. He rifles in a pocket, pulls out a legume seed. I need this seed, a hand motion, and then I gotta say some words. I will now commence with the casting of my spell.
You can do it, Sonny.
Do you want help? I can guide you
Yeah.
with the power of nature.
Were those the words?
And, Bumbo starts playing a concertina and inspires you musically.
And
Oh,
I will
wow, that's
cast
nice.
guidance upon you.
Gordo
Okay.
claps along to the concertina.
I is just leaning on, like, on the bridge.
This is how I cast my spell. First, I eat the seed. Sonny eats the seed.
And
And
then
then-
5 to 6 hours later, you cast the spell.
No. Then I go, Bwah! And a big gust of air just shoots from his mouth and just like,
Oh, out to yeah. So
Yeah.
everyone just sees him. Sonny just like lean back a little bit, open his mouth, and just a eruption of wind shoots out of Sonny's mouth at the sail. It catches, and suddenly the boat is just propelled with a newfound speed. Everyone sort of jostles around, almost falls over if you weren't really expecting it. Geez, Sonny, that's incredible.
Wow.
Like, you could do this the whole time?
You've been holding out on us.
He does that for a
mighty
minute.
wind.
Yeah, it does it for a whole minute.
That's tiring.
Well, you know, Sonny, this means you're going to have a bit more responsibility on the boat than just being the cabin boy.
Oh.
Actually, it seems like we don't have a first mate anymore since the last one got promoted to new captain.
Right.
Oh, right. Except you said, Aya, that you didn't want to really be captain. But it's too bad, because
That means we have a position open for captain.
I nominate Aya for captain.
I second it.
Yeah.
Right.
Aya
I'll
looks
definitely
mildly
third that.
annoyed, but also sort of accepting at
I
this
vote
point.
for Aya, and if Aya refuses, then I think that little one would be a great captain.
I think that would be a huge mistake.
Sonny.
Yeah.
We're basically driving a huge mistake. Thank you.
Oh,
That's a good one, I like that.
That was-
Sorry, jeez. That's a good one, Gordo. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Sonny.
Would you say it was well done?
Oh,
Okay, now
Oh
you're
my
pushing
gosh.
it. Now you're pushing it.
you're making it kind of like these jokes are a common thing. I preferred him when they were more rare.
All right, Cam, I'm gonna need you to
goodness.
stop.
Ah. Is that an order, Captain?
Sonny, would you be the first mate of this ship?
Oh well.
I vote yes.
I vote yes.
Mm.
Ramsey?
I think you're out.
Do I get a hat?
You can have a hat if you like.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Do you need me to do the wind thing again?
in a bit, if we get any more of them nasties, maybe wait if we get like a shark or something. But for now, probably be fine.
Well, we can just send Krungus after the shark.
That's true.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, Cam. Like legitimately, you saying just throw him overboard? It's kind of
Well,
useful.
Yeah, well, he's our fisherman, isn't he?
Krungus
We're not
pipes
going
up.
to fish him.
Me Krungus, me hunt fish, but me also can't swim too good.
I see you're back to using your
I'm
informal
sorry, I
voice.
would just, it's a habit, actually. I just, it's really part of the bit at this point.
No, that's okay. We understand.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Either
there's so
way.
much depth to you.
Yeah, me
that you're going-
Krungus, me go back to work.
Oh, you're doing great today.
Well,
Does
Sonny,
anyone know what he's actually been up to this whole time?
he's been manning the actual sails and like holding them down and tying, like doing actual deckhand
Okay,
work.
good.
He's
Yeah,
actually
great work.
genuinely the
Oh.
most useful member of all of the people you guys.
Well,
God.
certainly
Oh,
more
good.
useful
Maybe
than I.
he should be first mate.
No.
No, he's a great deckhand.
Mm.
Well, Sonny,
You've been training for this for years.
you're, I guess,
Or days.
you're the first mate. Guess that makes me the captain of the Sassy Buge. Not my favorite place. Not my favorite ship to be the captain of first, but we can work our way up here.
Sassy
From
Beach
here, I
is
guess.
a funny name.
Well, first things first, I guess we've got to get this ship to Bell. Well, at least to Girdlegum before Bell, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Well-
Yeah. How fast do you think a hobio can swim?
Everyone saw the Hobio swimming before, basically, because of the Tulukamona was able to keep with it using its magical abilities. So it's probably faster than like a normal ship, but this is a fast ship with also now magical enhancements, to sort of like smooth out the dry patches of wind. But yeah.
Hey, so I've been thinking, if we don't beat Bell there or avoid their, we don't manage to sneak by, we're gonna have to fight a big sea monster.
That's true.
Not if we fight Bell on land.
It's also true. We
Well, that's
don't actually know how much control they have of the Hobio.
You also don't know whether the hobio is truly aquatic or amphibious. Could be a land creature after all. It would be quite a fright.
You know,
That
honestly,
is a
there's a lot we don't
horrifying
know.
suggestion.
Right.
That would be terrifying.
well, we know it doesn't like vomit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see, to be honest. There's not a lot we can do to prepare for what we don't know at this point. But I'm not about to let Bell take over the Punwalzi. You know, I got mad at Kagarkagwa, but honestly, Bell's the reason why our captain's dead. Speaking of which, we should give him a burial. He's still in the bag.
Oh my word,
Holy
he's in the
shit.
bag.
Oh, yeah.
Can we just like do a send off or something at this point? We just need to do anything before his body completely like.
I can still catch him on fire if we wanted to do the whole.
We are on a meat boat. It's a lot less.
Does our meat
Fire
boat have
thrown.
smaller meat canoes?
There are some like, skiffs and things.
Little taco shells.
Little filet mignons.
Yeah, like. To be clear, the meat boat isn't just meat. It's like bone and tissue, tendons, leathers, all of the
Some
good stuff.
small
There is meat
meaty,
though.
sinewy rib cages. For
Yeah,
the,
there's like a lot of rib cages. Rib cage makes good for good work.
There's
You like
two
weave the rib
wandering
cages
eyes on
together, and
both
they create a
sides.
pretty strong material.
Are they like animal rib cages? Are they like humanoid rib cages?
Hard
How
to tell.
morbid is this?
Hard to tell.
Oh dear. It's quite morbid.
There's
then.
it's not all humans if there are any humans, but there could be.
good.
You haven't
Are there
checked
any
every bone on
bugbears
this
or
ship.
bears?
You haven't checked every bone on this ship.
When we're silent and there's no noise, is there just creepy music in the background going on?
When it's silent, you just hear.
Kill me.
oh my god.
I want to die. On a shambling mound of a fucking boat.
Mm-hmm. We could have got on the Ark.
We could have gotten on a crazy spaceship with a boat with a balloon on top, but we chose the meat boat.
We could have got on that
Chose the
train.
meat boat.
Could have got on literally anything, but we chose the meat boat. The Sassy Buge.
There was the train to Girdle Gum.
The train to Gordo.
He could have just got on that.
All
Except
aboard.
that was in Dreamland.
That was the dream. Weirdly prophetic.
Well. All right. So, at this point, a couple days sort of go on. I say a couple, like literally 2 days pass. And it's become, sailing, while there are many horrors, and the Juisku is a terrible sea to be upon, for the most part, sailing is filled with lots of downtime. Lots of time of just sort of following the winds, making sure nothing's going wrong, but not a lot of action.
Oh, speak for yourselves.
Well,
Oh, boy.
different kind
Where
of
does
action.
Mr. Gordo and Mr. Wendley keep going?
I don't.
When two adults love each other very much, they
Like-
pollinate each other.
Well,
Oh.
I guess so.
Yeah. Turning downtime into getting
That's a
down.
good one. That's a good one. I
Well,
like
they
that.
should be working. Working the drills, working the things.
All right,
Oh, wow.
Sonny, we
Power
talked about
immediately
this.
goes.
Don't,
Sense of authority.
you don't push it. You ease into the job. The first mate's about making. You got to make everyone like care for you. Like you.
Oh.
It's about like working the crowd. It's really like it's more about the charisma of the whole thing.
Oh.
That's very true.
No.
But don't be
You're
a people
also you
pleaser.
are in charge.
No one likes
you
a
gotta make sure
pushover.
they do what they're told.
Oh.
Also, don't die. That's like the most important part. Just don't do it. Just
Oh.
survive. That's true, but
This isn't the Purng Kiln.
This is
True.
the sassy buge.
This is-
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
a hard
sassy
one for
buge.
me to say. Yeah.
You know, we can change the name if
honestly,
we
I'd
Instead
want.
of
like
first
to just
mate, he
change
could be
the
the first
starship.
meat. Then you're not going to die.
Oh,
I'm not sure I like that title.
clever.
First meat?
No.
First meet sounds like the first person to die.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That actually
Yep.
is quite true.
Actually sounds more ominous.
Perhaps it was ill thought.
So you've all
Mr. Gordo, make everyone sandwiches.
I
Yeah,
nod
actually,
just like
I would
actually,
like a
that's an order.
sandwich.
I'm gonna make that one official. I like a sandwich
Sure,
too.
yeah, I can go.
I don't
make
need a
sandwiches for
sandwich.
everyone.
All right. Well,
Ramsey, fetch us some meat from preferably from the aft.
Oh, no, we're not eating the
Nope,
ship.
nope,
Hold
no
on a
boat
minute.
meat.
no
You want
boat meat.
vegetarian sandwiches today?
No.
We have some like requisitions. You can use
Oh,
those.
right. Okay, Ramsey, cancel that. Go for the requisitions.
Remember, first rule of the Sassy Buge: don't eat boat meat.
Right. Don't eat boat meat. Okay.
Just
All right,
generally
well then,
try to avoid
full
eating boat meat.
Sandwiches coming
Been out in
out.
the sun for a while.
Thank you, Mr. Gordo.
It's been mostly dried. It's very like tough. It's like
jerky.
It's like beyond jerky. It's just
Leather.
yeah. Well, it's
So,
like
a turkey imitation.
Anyway, at this point, so at first when you set off, you were following the hobio. You're generally following the hobio, but you also knew the general direction of Girdle Gum and knew like sort of you were off course a bit because of the Tolucamona went to the south to, dock at Eve Quan Cove. God, it's gonna kill me every time I try to say that word. I'm glad we're not there anymore.
We left. Why do you keep saying it?
Because it's important to our little story.
Quan.
Ah, shit!
Turn
Turn it around.
My keys back at Eve Quan Cove.
My Eve Quan Cove.
My wallet too.
So after you left Eve Quan Cove, you were following the compass, but sort of knowing the direction that they were traveling, you tried to cut them off, or at least make a straight line rather than sort of curving to follow the compass exactly. But eventually you have now gotten to the point where you're traveling in a straight line with your magically powered sails, and you're able to sort of just be right on the hobio's trail. You obviously can't see it or like have any indication of like where it is because you're easily a day or two behind it. But at the very least, it seems like you're definitely traveling in the exact path that it traveled. Additionally, you just notice that like when you look at the compass, it sort of jostles back and forth a little bit, just sort of within the sway of the ocean. Ocean's an imprecise mode of travel, but you try your best to keep sort of following it. But days go by, and you are all you're met on the morning of probably about your 5th day of total travel with Cam. You would be the one in the lookout. You spot a island in the distance.
Land ho!
Straight ahead. Right where the compass is pointing.
It's right in our path. I don't know if this is our destination or if we have to go around it. Wait, what do I know about Girdle Gum as a kingdom?
Well,
is it an island?
Girdle Gum isn't. It's a coastal city. I'd say make a history check for me. But like everyone here, especially if you've been to Girdle Gum, know it's a coastal city, sort of like a city-state of a kingdom. That's
14.
Pretty lavish. Yeah, it is on the eastern coast of a larger continent that sort of is on the other side of the Pumwalzi. The thing is, like, it's not in the Juisku, and everyone here knows that. It's on the other side of the Juisku. The whole point of this, the going through the Juisku is that it was faster, not necessarily that it was, like, safer, right? Usually you'd have to go up north and around the entire Juisku and then come down to Girdle Gum, but now you're just going right on through.
It is not Girdle Gum. That is all.
Well, do you see anything else about it?
I'm not close enough yet. I can send Pecker ahead to check.
Sonny comes running up from below decks, having only heard land ho, and comes bursting out. Prepare for battle! Man the cannons!
No, Sonny, no, we're a little soon for that.
Huh?
We don't know. We're not at Girdle Gum yet. We don't know what's happening.
Oh, okay.
Just also I don't think we have. Do we have cannons? Did anyone check if we had cannons?
I don't know.
It's on a meat ship.
We have trebuchets, and they are made of meat.
Got it. That sounds lovely.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
It's going to be wonderful for taking down a hobio. Probably should have thought about that before we got this ship. Anyway, let's, I guess we just keep going and get a little closer. No?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, then you do. Cam, do you send out Pecker to get a better look at the island?
Yeah, I can send up Pecker and look through Pecker's eyes, I think out to maybe 100 or so feet.
100 feet of the island? Well, you can go 100 feet ahead of the ship, at least.
Yeah.
And I assume way higher up.
Yeah,
Well, like 100 feet
basically.
forward and up.
If not, the familiar can contact me No, yeah, only within 100 feet of me. So.
I feel like I've always gone by critical role rules, which is you just can't control it, I think, when it's outside that, but you can still see through it, I think is what they do. Could be wrong about that. But either way, you all, you continue on forth, and after a little bit, Cam, could you make a perception check for me, for Pecker, I guess, if that's separate, or if it uses yours? I'm not sure.
It would use mine because I'm looking through Pecker's eyes. And I'll be guidancing myself on this to, enhance my vision further.
For sure.
Well, that's good because I rolled pretty bad. That's a 15 total.
15
perception.
total? Yeah, it takes a little bit. You have to get, I don't know, nautical distance well, so we'll just use miles. But
nautical miles.
Yeah, you get basically 1 nautical mile out from the island, and then you start to really see the coastline. You see, first off, this island's not huge. It's not like a massive island, and it barely looks like it's it doesn't look inhabited from where you can see. But there's a massive gash in the beach, into the forest beyond the beach, and up the mountain in the middle that just carries on all the way over as far as you can see on the island.
Huh.
You can see, it goes up. It's like a little mountain. I'd say mountain, not a huge mountain, but there's a mountain, and then it sort of dips down, and you see the other side. It's just more water. But that gash is there.
Something hit the island?
Yeah, basically.
Huh.
All the way through?
Like a drag mark, vaguely.
Oh.
A drag mark? Someone pulling a boat up the mountain?
It kind of looks like that, to be honest. What would look like, you would imagine someone dragging a massive boat just up a mountain. Just trees are fell. It's just full-on destruction all the way.
Is Werner Herzog here?
Does the island resemble a human body part, like a hand or an elbow?
Yeah, it vaguely
Maybe
looks
a
like a
knee.
forearm.
Interesting.
A baby's forearm?
Sure. I don't know if there's a full-on difference in terms of just pure shape, but sure, if you want to.
Got a little more
pudgier,
baby fat.
a baby's
Yeah, it's a
forearm.
little more
Little
rounded. But it looks like it's in an island chain. From the look of it, it's thinner. It's thinner than it is wide, I guess. From your perspective, you're coming at it at a perpendicular to its length. And
An
then
island chain, so like the McDonald's of islands.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly like that.
Nice.
Maybe just
Cool.
keep that and just keep going. Yeah, please.
The rest of the episode is Jeremy trying to describe an island while we make dick jokes.
Well, that's your immediate perception. But I'm assuming you could go around the island, or you can go investigate. What's the plan? guys?
Well, we have the compass that points in the direction of Bell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go around the island, we'll know if Bell is on the island if the
Yeah,
compass starts pointing the other way.
Very true.
So maybe we'll do that, but our mission is to find Bell and not to stop at a weird island that looks like somebody dragged a boat up it.
Yeah.
Does the island look
that's-
volcanic?
Vaguely, it looks like it's probably part of a volcanic island chain. It's just whether or not it's an actual
Volcanals.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, you're gonna die. It's it's how Channel Islands work. Oftentimes they're volcanic. I say Channel Islands. It's not actually.
But it's the only one around?
No, in the far distance you can spot the vague outlines of some more islands, but also it's not like a singular just mass. It's like a mass, and then there's like a smaller mass on the left side of it, and then like a little smaller, and then like a bigger one, then a smaller one. But there's like one main body right in front of you. But it looks like you could fairly easily navigate around. The wind is blowing with you right now, so to go around it's actually a bit of an issue. But you have
we're gonna have to do that either way, probably.
Yeah,
maybe.
But you do also have magical wind powers now. So if you want to burn one spell for today, I'd let you sort of just circumvent most of this island's like slow down.
Which way does the compass point, Mr. Gombok?
Straight through.
Straight through the island?
Okay. Straight to the island! Wait, that seems like a bad idea.
We should go around. The right seems a bit... wait. Right is starboard. Yeah, starboard looks a bit closer. Let's perhaps that way. All right.
Cool.
So you carry on. You approach the island. You get pretty close because you're just trying to avoid. You're only trying to deflect as much as you possibly, as minimally as you can to sort of circumvent the island. As you start to curve to the right and get close to the island, two things happen. First off, the compass doesn't shift that much. It does maybe as you start moving shift a little bit more to the left, but like it is not a situation where like you turn left and the compass suddenly goes from pointing straight ahead to like pointing at a 45 or anything.
Right.
Additionally, I need everyone on the ship to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god.
Uh-oh.
Oh my twibble. Bye, Mom.
Quibble by mum. Bless me now.
Oh, shit.
Wisdom.
Well, that 20
saving
for
throw.
me. Let's roll for Ramsey.
I only got a 11.
Oh no, my wisdom is bad. 14.
10.
Cam, what did you get?
11.
Cam got 11. Sonny got 14. Bumbo, you got 10.
Yeah.
Gordo, you got 20.
Not 20, so 21. And then Ramsey got 14.
Okay. Cam, Bumbo, Aya, Drusilla, Krungus. Those are 4 people, right? Aya, you two, Aya, Drusilla, Krungus. 5 people. Those 5 people immediately become nauseous. Like a migraine. Like your head starts splitting, and it's just it's a bit of pain, but mostly nausea. Weirdly, like you just feel almost seasick. Effectively, I'm gonna say that while you're nauseous, you effectively have disadvantage on ability checks, but you are currently nauseous. You carry on towards the island, or around the island, I should say. You find there's a gap on one side of a large, like, almost like a sheer rock face. There's trees at the top, but I don't know if it was split or just erosion or what, but basically a large mountainous like cliff face to your right, and then the sands of the beach on your left, both of which are, several hundreds of yards away from the ship, but relatively close compared to how things have been up until this point.
We're going between 2 islands.
You're going in between like a small mountain and the actual like main island. A small island to your right and like a main island to your left.
Got it.
And it's sort of in this little, I hate to call it a pass, but it's like this little just like space between that the ship suddenly you just hear a big thud. Just
Oh, Cam, did you see anything?
Did I see anything?
make a perception check for me.
Okay, with disadvantage.
Yeah. I realize I forgot to say that it is early in the morning right now. It is sort of at dawn. Like the sun is up, but barely. There's still some oranges in the sky.
I rolled a 17 and 18. And
dawn
because
of
I
the third
know I'm
day.
looking for something, I'm going to guidance myself as well, which is going to be that's a 29 perception.
You know what? Everyone who wants to can make a perception check. but
Sure. Well, I'm going to actually just stumble over to the hatch and be like, Moist Mitch! Look alive down there! Might have a leak.
Yes, I will try my best. I don't see anything at the moment.
you just hear him yell from down below.
All right.
With the bump that I felt, Gordo will come up to the top deck.
Yeah.
I guess to the
The
deck.
ship didn't stop, to be clear. Like, it wasn't like a bang and it just stopped moving. It was more like a thud and then it slowed for a second but kept going.
It was like we could feel it no matter where we were at.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the
The
ship.
whole ship felt it,
Yeah.
but it didn't like stop the ship, and you don't hear rushing water or anything when you're on your way up.
Yeah, Gordo and Ramsey and probably Wensley are all gonna like pop up to the top deck,
Yeah.
ready to fight.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, so
what did I see?
Cam, you have your passive perception is like crazy high as well, right?
Yes, it's like 18.
18. So Bumbo, you actually probably would have also noticed something right at the last moment. Just in the surface of the water, you just spot a shadow. Just sort of start small and then erupt upwards, and then the thud happens. Cam, immediately responding to this and like looking deeper, you look down and you don't see anything at first. You just sort of see like the whole of the ship, water, and then out from underneath the ship, you just see a single, like, pearly white tentacle. Only like 5 feet long. Like, then another one. 3, 4, 5 tentacles come up, and then you see a humanoid body, similarly pearly white, with like a neck that has been flattened and covered in gills, no face, just like a hole where a mouth should be, and a singular translucent eye.
God.
Just starts slopping up and crawling up the side of the ship. Everyone roll initiative for me.
Ursula from the Little Mermaid.
Harley!
Honestly,
We're
you
gonna
beat me
need a
to it
bigger
by
boat.
a second.
a hilariously good analogy.
Pretty bad.
22.
I rolled really well as well. He rolled a 16, but he's a swashbuckler, so his initiative is dumb. Bumbo, what did you get?
Oh, Bumbo got a 13.
13. Cam, what'd you get?
I got the opposite of a yes in German.
Oh, a 9.
9.
Gordo, what'd you get?
Yeah.
I got an unnatural 20 for Gordo and a 5 for Ramsey.
5 for Ramsey. Would you mind rolling for Wensley?
Mm-hmm.
He has a +2 to
Mind
initiative.
at all. All right. That is a 16.
Cool. And then Drusilla got a 13, Krungus got a 5, and Moist Mitch got an 11. I didn't do that in any order, so I just have everything random, so I'm going to just like look at all the numbers and do the math every time. It'd be fun. It'd be great.
That's the way.
So, at the top of the order, we have Aya, because he rolled really well. Immediately upon sight of a weird tentacled abomination of some outworldly monster, Aya leaps into action, pulls out his new magical rapier, and runs up and is just gonna make a swing at this thing. Since it's isolated, he rolled really well. He rolled 23. He's gonna do his full damage, which is a lot now. Playing a character in combat while being the DM is weird.
So fun.
So that is 8 plus his sneak attack, which is 3 more d6, plus his dexterity, which is a lot. So that's 10, 13, 14, so 18 points of damage. So Aya swings for 18 points of damage against this thing. Moves on to Sonny's turn.
Okay. Nice. Sonny has his dagger out from when he ran up from the ship yelling to battle. And staring at the creature, he he just goes, and that's all he does on his
The
turn.
thing sort of turns towards Son, like gets slashed, but ignores the cut and turns towards Sonny's, freaking out, and goes.
Sonny freezes.
Got it. Is that the end of your turn?
Uh-huh.
Gordo, it's your turn.
So Gordo's gonna see this like creepy beast, and then seeing it go. Just kidding.
Everyone just freezes and gets killed. I was like, why aren't you all fighting?
That's just following our first mate's orders. No, I got. So I'm gonna. So this thing like is on the.
Yeah,
It's like within melee
it
range.
crawled up and is stepped onto the deck. I say stepped. Ursula's not a bad analogy for it. It's got, weird pearly white, like literally like pearlescent skin, but it's got tentacles for legs, human arms, and a weird neck of like wide. It's like the entire head to shoulders region is just like a triangle basically, but it has like a human shaped face with a hole for a mouth and gills across the neck. And it is standing there sort of undulating and screaming at you guys.
Cool. Well, then I'm going to go into my rage. What's it called? It's called the Fury?
Yeah.
Rampage?
Whatever it is.
Yeah. It's basically like rage.
Yep.
I'm going to go into that as my bonus action. And I will rush up and with my new fist weapon, I'm going to make a big punch. All right. And then with my second attack, I will.
What'd you roll?
That's going to be a total of 10. There's no way that's it. All right.
You sort of swing though, and the hand hits it, but it just sort of undulates a little bit and like just absorbs the blow, and it's like punching, similar to punching a squid. Just sort of goes like.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, let's try another with the other hand, the other fist. They're 18? No, 19.
That hits.
Yes. Because I get that extra +1. Cool. Okay, so that's going to do 10 punchy damage.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's called bludgeoning. And, we're just going to leave it at that for this turn. We'll save some cool shit for the next round.
Got it. So 10 damage.
10 damage.
Cool. And it reels back like, and it is. It's Wensley's turn.
Nice.
Gordo, do you want to take control of Wensley for this fight, or shall I?
Sure. That sounds awesome.
Cool.
I feel like he'd just go up and punch shit
He's
too.
a shark man, so I'm a shark man.
Right. He's gonna run up
I'm a
and
weird shark.
shark punch this squid.
Got it.
Shark punch.
He rolled a 7.
Roll a 7. He has. There we go. He has a +4 or +5 to attack. Yeah.
So that's 12.
12. Yeah. 12 does not hit.
He probably has a second attack
He
though,
does.
right? Attack number 2. Oh, an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
Total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
That
the-
one doesn't miss. Wensley runs up. I'm a were shark. Ah! And he just basically trips and falls into the side of this thing and just slams his body and falls back and then stands back up. He's like, I got this.
Eyes on the squid.
Then next it is Drusilla. She's downstairs. Bumbo is then your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Bane on this creature here. Basically, just like doing some wrestling taunts, spitting in my hands and acting like I'm gonna break him over my knee. That's what the Bane looks like. And yeah, he's got to make a charisma saving throw.
Rolled a 14 minus 1, so 13.
He suffers the Bane.
That means minus D4 to all of his attacks, right?
Yep.
Something like that.
Yep.
Cool.
For the next minute, up to a minute.
Yeah, you see like a dark, almost like a gloom and cloak over his eyes and face, or like where his eyes should be, and suddenly his moves become slightly sluggish as he like tries to swat it off.
Right.
Next is Moist Mitch, who is also downstairs. Then it's Cam.
Hey, Gordo, what do you think of my cooking? I'm going to summon a flaming sphere right above it, so it just drops on it.
Got it. You summon it, and it drops on immediately, right?
Yeah, it would just fall. The thing about Flaming Sphere, though, is that any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw, or if I take a bonus action to ram the sphere into a creature, it also has to make that.
That would
saving
include like people like Aya, right?
Yeah, if you're within 5, because it's a 5-foot radius sphere, so it would be a 5x5.
Yeah, so
that includes Gordo as well.
Aya.
Yeah.
That would include
But
Aya, Gordo,
you
and
guys, only if you end your turn
Mhm.
next to the sphere. So right now you don't, I think, take damage, but because I'm ramming it into the monster, it has to make us.
It's gonna take damage, and then if anyone ends their like say it stays in one spot, if anyone ends their turn within 5 feet of it, then they'll take damage too. So roll damage. Is it a saving throw?
Yeah, it gets a dex save.
Okay.
DC 16.
Roll an 11.
That fails, so it takes 7 fire damage.
7 fire damage.
Nice. And otherwise, I'm up in the crow's nest, so
cool.
I'm just gonna hang out.
Yeah, seems good to me. It is now the Thing's turn. First off, you see another bit of tentacle. Specifically, Cam in this case would see another tentacle from the other side of the other side of the boat slop up, and additionally, the one that is standing in the fire, immediately tries to move out. So everyone who is around it gets an attack of opportunity if they like.
Fuck yeah.
Woohoo!
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Definitely would like.
Yeah, Aya hits, and because he is engaged with an ally, that means I get sneak attack because it's
Gordo
still
and
the same turn.
Aya are engaged.
Oh my god.
Whoa, what a plot.
Well, actually,
Wow.
technically, the way I said that, the monster and Gordo are engaged.
No, I'm into sharks, not squids. I got an unnatural 20 on my reaction.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, how much damage do you do?
13 magical bludgeoning damage.
Yo. How much does... Wensley also gets an attack.
Did 16.
That hits.
Nice. What's Wensley's damage?
His damage, I believe... Wow. In his shark form, he does 2d8 plus 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
Wow.
Wensley. So 9 piercing.
This thing, it looks hurt, but not... It's still very much alive. So after moving out, it runs sort of to the middle of the deck and looks up at Bumbo and Cam. Actually, it would look at Bumbo, Cam, Aya, specifically targets who did the most damage. Aya did the most damage, screams at him, and Aya, with his splitting headache that he got earlier, goes unconscious.
Now, wait a minute. If there's some kind of action here, I'm going to just, in reaction, yell out, "Now, cut it out, you pearl farty squib, and get off the ship!"
Is
Cutting
that a
words.
counter song, or
It's a cutting words.
what does that do?
Nice.
Cutting words is a minus D8 from me, and I'm still concentrating on the bane, so another D4 taken off.
Oh, to
of-
its roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Or is it like a saving throw thing?
So, yeah, like, technically, Aya already failed the saving throw. He's just activating it now.
Oh, I see.
But, so there wasn't a roll associated with that.
Never mind then.
No, yeah, it's fair. But Aya goes immediately unconscious. Not dead, like he doesn't take any damage or anything, but he just literally goes unconscious.
Right.
Fuck.
It is then Krungus's turn. Krungus runs up with his what is it called? His mast, was it? Yep.
Yeah, he had just like a broken
Yeah.
mast. He was
His
using it as a
dick.
club.
Still has it. Found a new one. Runs up with a broken mast and swings and misses. Just over swings. The thing just sort of undulates its body right underneath the mast as it goes over its head.
It's that TikTok meme where they just keep poking to the sides.
Yeah. It is Aya's turn. He's unconscious, but he does get to make a following will save to try to break out of the effect. He rolled a 7, so he does not. But then it moves on to Sonny. Your turn.
Sonny sees Mr. Lucky fall down, and he goes, "Oh no!" And he sprints over to Mr. Lucky to try and wake him up.
Yeah. Make an Arcana check for me.
Oh, okay. I will apply my Arcana through my hands and slap you. 4.
4.
Yep.
He's not waking up.
Uh-oh.
For some reason, you can't wake him up. You think it's magical, maybe.
Can't wake up.
No.
Wake me up inside.
Can't wake up.
Save me!
I've been living a lie. There's nothing inside.
But Sonny, is that your full turn, or are you?
Does that take my full turn?
That would take an action. You still have a bonus action.
Okay, yeah. Sonny will use 2 of his sorcery points to change the casting time of one action to bonus action. And he will yell, "You killed him!" and sprint over with shocking grasp.
Sure, make a melee. Is that just a melee spell attack?
Yep. That is a 19.
19 hits. Roll damage.
Cool.
If it's a
1d8.
cantrip, it probably scales with your level. Yeah.
I am not level 5 though.
Do cantrips scale with you?
Fifth
Like if you're a,
Oh, it's I think it's your total level. It's character level.
Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised if it
Pretty
is.
sure.
That seems right for 5th edition, or
Well,
whatever
if
game
it's-
we are playing.
just level. I'm a 4th level storm sorcerer and a 1st level rogue.
So you're 5th level.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that works. Pretty sure. That's how I usually rule
I mean,
it anyway.
and also
I like it.
because like you're taking the road
Because
for
you can
character
learn
reasons.
cantrips as other classes, yeah.
I'll
So
take
it
it.
makes sense that it's character level.
No.
It's 2d8.
Yep.
Pwah. 12 damage.
12 damage. Jeez.
And I will use my Fury of the Small to deal
Okay.
extra damage equal
How
to
much?
level.
How much? So
5.
5.
Yeah.
So that I'm just doing a little math here. Yeah. That is just enough. As you placed your hand on this one and you send an electrical shock, it rises up its body, and just the thing looks like it just gets fried from the inside and just drops completely limp. And pretty immediately its body starts just disintegrating into water.
No.
Oh.
But I assume that's your turn.
Yes, I will end my term screaming.
Then Gordo, it's your turn. Oh, actually,
Okay.
sorry. One thing. As soon as it dies, Aya's eyes open.
Cool.
Oh. Okay, so there's another one on the back of the boat?
It's on the. It was like the first one came up on the starboard side. This one, the new one, is
Oh.
coming up on the port side. Like technically, I don't know if that's been called out yet. Like that was just for Cam.
Okay, so I haven't even seen it?
Yeah, but you could. I would say it's reasonable to presume there's
Alright, well,
more
problem
damage.
solved.
There's more danger, but
No, problem not solved. There's another one.
yeah.
Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to run over to the one on the port side. And I forgot about Ramsey last turn. Ramsey's going to run right alongside with me because that's
I forgot
what
to
Ramsey
call out
does.
his AC. He was supposed to go when Krungus went.
He actually, I forgot this last time we did
he goes on your
combat
turn?
too. He goes on my turn, and I can use my bonus action to command him, or he can use his reaction to attack whenever I attack.
Got it. Yeah, got it. So
Yeah.
I'll just remove him from the order.
So, yeah, you can remove him from the queue. So I'm going to run across, and I make an attack. That is it's an 18 to hit new guy.
18. Could you say that on mic, please? I'm just kidding.
It's an 18 to hit the new guy. Sorry.
Okay, just to be clear, he's climbing up the side of the boat. so it's going to be a little difficult to punch him. So are you trying to like lean over the side of the boat and like punch him down?
Ooh.
Jump on him.
Can I like grapple him up?
Like grab him and then pull him up? Yeah, make it grapple. You can definitely try to grapple him, and once if he's grappled, then you can move him pretty freely.
Can I use that roll I just did for it?
That's an athletics check.
Yeah, but I have advantage on strength checks, so I could also roll
Yeah.
again, since that's a strength
That is
check. Right?
absolutely what that is.
Heh.
Grappling is athletics versus this thing's
No, that one's worse. So it's an 18.
18 total.
Mm-hmm.
And then this thing, oh yeah, its athletics would be way better. I rolled a 2 plus 4. It's a 6. Yeah, you reach down,
Nice.
and it's like sort of scrambling up. Like it's strange to see because the torso is just generally human size. It's larger than a human, but it's generally human like shaped, I should say. But its tentacles are just like undulating up, and its body is sticking straight out, like horizontal to the ship. But it's climbing up, and you just grab one of the tentacles and just like swing it up on board.
Yes.
That takes up one of your attacks to grapple.
So I still have the extra
You still
attack?
have any extra attacks, bonus action.
Okay, sick.
It's just you replace
So-
one of your attacks with a grapple.
Yeah, awesome. Then I will, just for cool flavor, I'll have Ramsey use his reaction now to, as soon as I bring him down, Ramsey's going to go
Sweet.
for a
Yeah.
bite.
Hit him.
For a fucking nat 20.
Oh fuck yeah. Ramsey just
yeah,
Ramsey just like you swing him down, and where the face should be, Ramsey just just snaps his jaw right over his face. Roll
Ramsey
damage.
was so hungry.
Yeah, he's been holding back about
Ramsey.
the meat boat this whole time, like really trying not to eat
Am I
it.
doing double dice or max die plus roll?
Double dice. And I'll let you do that however you want, whether it be roll twice as many dice or just roll the dice and double it.
15, 16. That's 16 piercing for his
16
bite.
piercing, okay.
All right, and then I'm going to do my second attack. 26.
That hits.
Yeah. All right. This is the best class I've ever played.
It's very strong.
Oh no, Hayden died.
It was so strong it killed me.
So that's 10 magical bludgeoning damage. And you know what? Fuck this guy. I'm going to rampage. I'm going to add another D8 for 6 more.
You're level 5?
And then I'm going to take 5 force damage. Because I don't give a fuck.
Takes an additional 6 damage.
We're having calamari tonight. And now with my... I'm not done yet.
Welcome to combat with Gordo.
So now I'm going to use
Combat
some
with
fury. And for fury, let's see. I'm going to use my machine gun blows.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Machine gun blows. And when I do this, I can split that. So I'm going to do one and have Ramsey do one. I could take them both, or I could split them, or give them to Ramsey. Attack number 1. That is 18.
18 hits.
6 magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then for Ramsey.
We're at 28 damage total so far, by the way, just on his turn.
Okay.
Sonny will go get a chair and make some popcorn.
Ramsey, that's a 13.
13 total to hit. Misses.
Dang it.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that's the turn.
Okay.
Are you
Oh,
sure?
yeah. That's a good turn. Gordo next is Wensley, who is also...
Shark bite! All right. Dang it, I'm rolling the worst for Ramsey. That's 8.
Or for Wensley?
Wensley.
For
8
Wensley,
misses.
yeah. All right, attack number 2. Shark bite.
He's
There
very
we go, that's better.
distracted by you.
That he is. I'm distracting. Oh no. That is a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
And he was 2d8 plus
2d8
4.
plus 4.
A little performance anxiety, you know.
What was it? 7.
7 points of damage. Then next is Bumbo. Your turn.
How's it looking after all of that?
I mean, it's scarred up, but it's definitely like the other one took way more damage than that one has so far.
Okay.
Not quite looking like he has to make a third one when he only planned for 2.
Just give you the long look of knowing. It's not how I roll, but goddamn. I forgot about Gordo.
Never forget about Gordo.
Right. He seems all innocent.
I'm gonna inspire our Krungus friend.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be like, you Krungus, you smash.
Me Krungus, me smash! I like how we have a Krungus and yet our Hulk is still Gordo.
Yeah, right. And that's a D8
Well,
for
all right,
inspiration for Krungus.
Krungus is level 1, canonically.
Canonically, yes.
They all are.
That's right.
He looks like a
Great.
beefy boy.
The only person that's not level
What?
1, he's not really even a leveled character.
It's Moist Mitch.
Well, no, it's Wensley.
No.
20.
Mm.
Moist Mitch is
Level
also a
20
dragon trapped in
buckets.
human form.
Yeah, Moist Mitch is a literal god. Like, I don't know if you guys know that yet.
Moist Mitch is the Lich King
Moist lich.
Is that your full turn, Bumbo?
of Angmar.
He's on a pigeon. But is that your turn?
Mm.
Sweet. Next is Moist Mitch. Also stays downstairs.
Roll for bilge.
Then it would be Cam.
Okay. So I see Gordo do his thing against the squid thing, and Cam just kind of looks up at Pecker and says, "You know, I hate it when I use my spell slots for no reason, don't you, Pecker?" Do I see any other ones climbing up the
Make
ship,
a perception
potentially?
check.
All right. Am I queasy anymore, or did that end when that one died?
You are still queasy.
Oh.
Weird.
Well, that's still a 17 perception.
17 perception. You don't see any more tentacles on the ship, but if you look closely at the waters, you do see many shapes and shadows moving beneath them.
Hey, everybody, I think it would be a really good idea if we got out of here as fast as possible.
Aya's on the floor getting up going, "Aye, that makes sense to me!"
And then if there's no one in the way, as a bonus action, I'll slam my flaming sphere into the other guy who's still
You
up.
have to sort of... Actually,
and
no,
about.
because Gordo grabbed him and flipped him over his head onto
Yeah,
the
he's
thing.
on the ship.
So, yeah, you can move it. You might have to go around Ramsey a little bit, but...
Well, I can
Yeah.
do that.
But yeah, you slam it into him. You might even have enough
And he has-
movement to, like, slam it into him and then move it away. Like, the ship's not huge.
Oh, I can move the sphere up to 30 feet, but as soon as I ram the sphere into a creature, it stops
Okay, then
moving.
yeah.
So I can't. But it won't matter. Everyone can reposition themselves, I'm sure. So it's got to make a dex save.
Dex save?
Yes.
15?
Nope. That does not pass. It takes 10 fire damage.
Alrighty.
10 fire damage.
That your turn?
Yes.
Alright, well, it's this thing's turn then. It once again... Actually, no. This time it stays in the fire.
Whoa.
But it does look
Badass.
up at Bumbo and Screech and Bumbo. You also fall unconscious.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it would have been much smarter if it did it to me.
Well, it didn't move for a reason. Cam. It also looks up at you and drops you unconscious
it can
as
do
well.
It twice. Okay.
Odd creatures these are.
Well, the fire's gone.
But that takes its whole turn. So it is Krungus's turn, and he's still inspired. You don't have to be conscious for the inspiration to last, right? He still stays inspired. I think.
No.
Yeah, so Krungus runs up.
Be a bummer.
I don't really have Krungus's full stat block with me, but that
I
is
had
a 13, 15, 12, 15 with the inspiration. He does 15, slamming the mast into the side of this creature.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
It's Aya's turn. Aya uses half of his movement, gets up, runs over to the thing, takes a slash, and rolls a literal 1.
That's good.
Oh no.
Aya misses, doesn't do anything else, just fully misses. It is just a little groggy from his little catnap. Sonny, it's your turn.
Okay. Sonny is going to think about what Cam said, and he's gonna run over to the wheel thingy, eat himself a legume bean and is gonna exhale real hard. Going, Bwah! Cast gust of wind.
Yeah, the wind releases with a mighty, mighty yell, and your ship starts moving at an unnatural speed. Anything else? That's your action, I assume, or bonus action. I don't know what gust of wind is.
Yep, sure is.
Can do other things if you want or not.
Is Mr. Gombok nearby?
He is.
Okay. Wake up, Mr. Gombok! Slap.
Make a melee attack for me.
Great.
Make an attack with advantage because he's prone and unconscious.
Yeah. Oh, nope. That is, I only rolled a 6.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't beat your natural turtle armor. And so you just slap your hand against his shell.
Ow!
Moving on then, it is guess whose turn? Gordo.
All right, let's fuck him up. Okay, attacking for 19.
19 hits.
12 magical bludgeoning.
Yeah. You slam your fist into it. It crumples, is still alive, but it's very hurt.
Frenzy! 5 more damage.
It's still up.
I take 8.
It's still up, but barely.
Owie.
Like you'd punch this thing and force it over. It is like actively looks like it's deflating against the side, but it is still moving and like trying to swing back at you.
Attack number 2. That is 26. All right, just keep rolling high here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 magical bludgeoning.
You drop your fist on this thing one last time and just smash its face in. And you punch it with such force that, like before I said, the other one sort of dissolving into water almost. You literally punch through its face and just water splashes out the back.
Right. Well, probably can eat this for dinner.
Yeah. You don't see any enemies currently, but I will still say you are in initiative and still in initiative order as you escape.
Do I have enough movement to walk over and...
Oh, yeah. Bumbo, you wake up. Where are you walking over, Gordo?
I was actually going to walk over to Wensley and just give him a little smack on the
All
butt.
right, cool. Yeah, he looks a little discouraged, and he doesn't notice you what you're doing, and he's like, oh, wow, that's fine.
Good work out there. It's nice.
He just grins like a really goofy, happy, but also confused grin, a little nervous and embarrassed. But it's also a shark. Like it's an entire shark head that's doing that. Just so you see the serrated teeth.
They don't quite have the muscles for smiles.
Yeah. Because of the magical wind, you were being blown away from this bed of monsters. And you start to see, like, as you are sailing away, you see hands and tentacles reaching out of the water, but you're moving fast enough that none seem to really, take hold. And you break past this little strait between the islands and into the larger Juisku on the other side. Cam, your headache clears up. Bumbo, your headache was clear as soon as you woke up. Everyone else that was affected also, but they're downstairs basically.
As a bard of the lore school, have I heard anything like tales of these creatures before?
Is that a roll that you do for lore, or is it?
I could certainly try.
Sure.
Are they
I don't know if it's a
audio
history check
babies?
or just like if you have something separate. But if you don't have something, hit me with like a history check. I don't know what it gives you for this.
Oh, it would just be like I'm imagining that lore skill is or background is just history or
Yeah. So yeah, roll history with advantage for me.
Cool. Okay. Dirty 20.
Sweet, yeah. You've heard tale of beasts like this.
Mm-hmm.
Some call them just scum, but as the corpses sort of dissolve, you actually do see there are normal humanoids inside of, like, just dead humanoid corpses laying inside of the watery, tentacled mass. And you're left with 2 unconscious bodies.
Ew, so they're like mecha?
These things are servants, actually. They're unfortunate sailors and passersby that have been they've been fully engrossed and controlled by an aboleth that lives deep under the water.
All right, we
Cool
should
and gross.
get as far away as possible. This is no good. And Bumbo will go up and just inspect the bodies.
Yeah.
Do they have clothes on? Do they?
They have some remnants of clothes, but they're waterlogged and just decaying, disintegrating.
Ew, I definitely don't want to eat this for dinner.
Most of the body is just skin, waterlogged skin and bone. One's like a taller elven gentleman. And then there seems like either a heavy-set gnome or a short dwarf.
Yeah, but being all bloated and stuff, it's hard to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Cam climbs down from the crow's nest. I was worried earlier about having to fight a sea monster, but I think if we just send Gordo after them, we'll probably be fine.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fine with that.
Glad he's on our side.
Yeah, Gordo, do you think you could kill the hobio?
I don't know. Maybe with a little help.
Rip its tentacles off.
Wensley and winks. Rip what now?
Rip its tentacles off.
The hobio.
Yeah.
It's quite large. It's quite massive.
I wonder what it tastes like.
Well, a lot like squid, calamari, octopus, perhaps.
I'm gonna guess eel. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking.
We were inside of it. Anyone get a taste of the wall while we were down there?
No.
Ramsey,
No, I didn't do that.
did you eat the
Ramsey
wall?
probably did. Most likely. Ramsey, answer your first mate.
Mr. Ramsey, did you eat the hobio?
Wait, I can finally do this. I cast Speak with Animals.
Oh my god.
Hey, Ramsey.
Gordo, I'll let you be Ramsey.
I wasn't ready for this. All right. Yeah.
Did you taste the hobio?
Yeah. Well, it didn't taste as good as the boat.
Oh, sure. Hey, just out of curiosity, because I got about 10 minutes of conversation here. What have Gordo and Wensley been up to down there below decks?
I probably shouldn't say it in front of Sonny. He's just a kid.
What's he saying? Did he eat the
He
hobio?
can't understand you.
Oh.
Only I can understand you.
I mean, it's kind of awkward for me to talk about.
Ramsey is rubbing the back of his head like he's embarrassed.
Cause
Well, of course he's embarrassed.
yeah. They do that thing that, people do.
Okay.
Where they put their wieners together.
Okay, and see.
And at that moment, Cam, you see on the other side of this island a similar trench dug through the trees and through the beach. And it leaves almost like... It literally looks like the beach has just been blasted out into the water. And it's just fully disintegrated.
I wonder if the hobio did that.
Hard to tell.
Yeah. Hey, how's that compass looking? Is it still pointing
The compass?
the right way?
Yeah.
Bumbo looks at the compass.
The compass is largely pointing in the same direction. It is not pointing at that island at all.
Oh, nope. We gotta keep going the way we were going.
All right. Well, let's do that. And
Well, Then
Wait, did he eat the hobio or not?
He said it didn't taste as good as our boat.
Oh, okay.
He said some other things when I asked him what Gordo and Wensley were doing down below decks, and I'm not gonna.
Cam,
I don't want to think about that.
don't, bro.
It was
What?
pretty graphic.
What are they talking about?
All right. Well, I'm
They've been
gonna.
wrestling. You said that last time.
I'm gonna get some rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go away somewhere else. Actually, no. If there's like any seabirds flying near our boat, I'm gonna try to hail them down while I've got speak with animals and see if they can tell me what caused that giant thing in the island.
Sure. Yeah. There's seabirds around basically anywhere near islands. They land on the ship randomly
Caw!
and move on.
Caw! To me, seabirds. Hi, I am Cam Drythorne. What is your name, little seabird? Okay, I have a question for you. Do you know what caused that big old gash in the island over there?
Big squid.
Big squid. Okay. Thank you. He says it was a big squid, so
Oh.
It sounds like a hobio.
yeah.
Oh.
Hobio.
Well, maybe we shouldn't catch up with the hobio and just go straight to Girdle Gum in that case.
I don't know how we're gonna avoid it. Bell is ahead of us and also going to the same place we are. I feel like the confrontation with the hobio is inevitable.
Right. Might have to try to rip off its tentacles after all.
Yeah.
Well, as you all carry yourselves out through the Drythorne, a couple days pass. Once again, a day or two.
Dang it, we went in the wrong direction.
And by a day or two, 2 days pass. And you, based on, like, Cam and Bumbo, based on your cursory knowledge of where you were, Evequan Cove, where things are supposed to be, you feel like you're gonna be at Zamunda Strait any moment now.
We're gonna be at Zamunda Strait any moment now.
Any moment.
Thank you, Mr. Gombok.
With that knowledge, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make one of my special meals. Cause I have the chef. I took the chef feat.
Cool.
So it's gonna.
Is this a one-piece feat?
No, it's just a regular feat.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It just gives. I can cook special food for up to 7 people. Anyone who eats it. I guess it's not that great. Oh no! With an hour of rest, I can cook special treats and can use a bonus. People can use a bonus action to gain 3 temporary hit points. So I'm gonna make
Wow.
those for everybody.
Sweet.
Ever since
Don't you
Sonny
forget
managed
it.
to actually do something in combat, he's been strutting around the deck even more boisterously, proud of himself.
Krungus comes up to Sonny. He's like, "Did Krungus do a good job?"
You did fantastic, Mr. Krungus. Good work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sonny. I appreciate your help.
Me, Krungus, go back to work.
See that you do, Mr. Krungus.
Bumbo,
Yeah.
you do know one more thing about Zamunda Strait.
Oh.
It's named Zamunda because of the famous siren, Zamunda.
Right?
No one really knows, so to speak, like who or what Zamunda is, but a lot of people take it off as a folk tale. But the strait itself has always been known to be a perilous journey for those willing to travel it, willing to enter the Drythorne at all. But especially, it's known to be probably one of the more dangerous ways to enter it, considering you have to be sort of funneled down this one area. There's just jagged cliffs and like shallow seas for most of the rest of this entire like section of the Drythorne's border.
Yeesh.
But, armed with that knowledge, do what you will.
This all comes out as me telling everybody on the crew, like, very long-winded explanations of,
Yeah.
what I've read in books.
Yeah, you give them the full-on, like, shantyman's, like, everyone sit down and listen to me explain the great tale of the Zamunda Strait and why it's so perilous before we go there.
Do you tell it to us in shanty form?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, some of the tales, it's like just talking for a while, and then I'll be like, oh, yeah! And then I start singing a song that has something to do with it.
Nice.
But most of the time, it's just rambling about, like, oh, there's, like, about 27 different recipes you could do with that fish. Like, oh, and this the Zamunda Strait's pretty, keep yourself on the, well, I know you stay on your toes, just, it's treacherous. Over 3 days of talking.
Yeah. After a couple of hours, the boat arrives about midday at the opening to the strait, which is basically just punctuated by a large cliff face with a hole in it, with just like a slit, a crevasse that peaks, a canyon that goes straight through. It is remarkably thin, obviously, like well enough for any ship to go through, but much more thin than you would expect for, most things, most places in the open ocean. But as you approach, you notice that the walls of this cavern or this canyon has just been slammed. There's cracks. There's drag, like big claw marks and drag marks across the entire sides of it, as if something pushed its way through. But you arrive
I'm sure that's nothing.
and enter into the strait. It's pretty odd. Like, maybe, I don't know if any of you have actually traveled the strait before. In fact, I think we already confirmed no one has. But you've never been in the ocean and basically felt like you were looking up at a mountain at the same time. You're just in this several hundreds of feet wide, like maybe 800 feet wide, but you're able to navigate it fairly well, but you're always watching for the rocks. I'm going to ask, we're going to do a little skill challenge.
Ooh.
So, basically, we have a couple different threats here. We have, first off, the cavern itself and all the rocks that are interspliced. We need to navigate between them and not slam our meat ship into them. Additionally, you hear rumblings of sound from around you.
Gordo, I think the crew is hungry.
Right, everyone eat up your biscuits.
Make a sandwich, Mr. Gordo.
Oh, I've already made biscuits. Eat them up.
Oh, okay.
It starts out as like
Mr. First Mate.
a hum, but slowly turns into song. So, then, finally, there are seemingly like these fish in the water with sharp beaks, or beaks is the wrong word, sharp faces that are flying out of the water and up onto the deck trying to attack you.
Wow.
No.
Basically trying to stab into you.
Wow.
Little swordfish.
Oh, my.
Oh.
Bunch of little swordfish.
Oh.
Dang it.
So, how the skill challenge is going to work is that to navigate, you're going to need to navigate the waters, and we're going to need to collect a number of successes. Once those successes are cleared, we are good to go and safe. For every failure, though, you are all going to need, or you will be subjected to the horrors of this here canyon.
All right.
So, basically, you can describe to me any skill that you want to use to try to make your way through and how you would use it. If it's a reasonable enough explanation, I'll let you try it. People can try the same skill over and over again, but a single person cannot do the same skill over and over again, if that makes sense. Like, if you do athletics, like to row and like push off walls, per se, then everyone could try that if you're proficient in it, I'll say. Because otherwise it just becomes a mess of people just rolling. People can try it again, but not the same person. Like, if you pass or fail on something, you just can't try it again.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Right.
Does anyone want to start us off?
Well, I know what I want to do. I want to go to the front of the boat and try to fight off the fishes and stop them from distracting or injuring the rest of the crew.
All right. What skill are you going to use to do that?
My fists.
A punching skill.
Let's say that's athletic. Let's say that's athletic.
Fist
Very nice.
skill.
Got a good roll for that.
Fighting brawl.
Very nice. That is a what? Okay, so that's it's just regular athletics. I'm not in frenzy mode, so that's going to be a 14.
14 is a marginal success. You are able to just barely, basically you're just big enough, you and Ramsey together form a little bit of a meat shield, right at the meat shield on the meat boat.
Oh,
right at the front of
I guess
this.
just a shield.
Yeah, I guess just normal shield at this point. At the front of the ship, on the bow, and are basically just swatting fish out of the way. Well, not really swatting, just standing in the way of these fish, and they're just slamming into you. You're going to take a little bit of damage for that, just because it makes sense. Just the two of you take like 3 points of damage each.
Okay.
But whoever is piloting will not be distracted now. Anyone else got something cooking up in that noggins?
Well, I reckon Bumbo's probably steering the ship.
Yeah. Do you? I just realized. Do you actually have a the water vehicle's proficiency?
Do I have a water vehicle's proficiency? Yes, I do.
Okay. I'll let that count as a skill for the sake of this. So go ahead and roll that for me.
Wait.
That works. It's effectively the same as a skill. It's proficiency bonus plus the relevant skill, which for boat.
I don't know what that would be. Strength?
What's more difficult about piloting a ship? The physical part of it or the mental part of it? To me, it feels like the mental part, personally. But I'm up to being convinced otherwise. That's just my.
I'd say it's.
Would
his
that be an insight
personality,
then?
Right.
No. It would just be based off of your wisdom plus your proficiency modifier. That makes sense.
Okay, so
because it's your ability to read the waves, it's your experience plus your proficiency in that is equaling this skill check.
19.
That is a success.
Nice.
That is an absolute success. I realize I never said you guys need 7 successes to fully get out of this.
Oh wow. So that's 2.
That's 2.
All right, great.
All right. And is it 3 failures and we're fucked? Is that how that goes?
We're playing a
just
little bit
lose.
more loose on the failures because it's going to matter how much damage and what happens. It's
Okay,
more
the
like
failures are just
every
like
failure is just going
horrors
to
will happen
trigger
to us.
bad
Got
things.
Got it.
I'm just in that zone where,
Yeah.
if you're on a bicycle and you feel like it's actually just an extension of your body. That's,
Yeah.
That's how I
Bumbo,
am with it.
Yeah, you are one with the ship, and it maybe slightly distracted by the fact that it's a meat ship, but ignoring that, you're able to deftly dodge the rocks. Anyone else got something?
I'm gonna use my perception at the top of the crow's nest to basically call out threats so far in advance that no one will have any trouble avoiding them.
Yeah, basically guiding Bumbo to
Yeah.
dodge the rocks that he can't see.
And how I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna warg through Pecker's eyes because Pecker has advantage on perception checks, and I will
Nice.
also guidance myself. So if I don't blow this check out of the water, I'm just gonna leave.
Crits count as 2 successes, and crit fails count as 2 failures.
Well, that's cool because I rolled a 1 and a 19, so almost
Oh
the
my God.
opposite ends of the
Alright.
spectrum.
yeah.
Wow.
3. That's a 30 total on
Ooh.
the perception check.
Ooh,
Oh my
if this was a
God.
slightly
Wow.
different system, I would count that as a critical success, but it's not.
No,
It's not Pathfinder.
It's
Anyway,
just a very good roll.
yeah, that's an incredibly good roll. You open your mind and just basically chart out the entire path out of these waters that you for hundreds upon hundreds of feet in front of the boat, and you're passing those orders straight back to Bumbo, who's deftly avoiding all the obstacles, really showing your seafaring acumen. That's the word, acumen.
Yep.
Yes.
Sonny, you got something?
Sure. Sonny's gonna run around the ship, use his persuasion to command people to do things in different ways.
You know what? Yeah. We have a crew. Crew needs to be
Mr.
worked.
Krungus, do this and so. Mr. Moist Mitch, do this.
Give me a roll.
It's so good.
Hoo-cha. 19.
19. Yeah.
Yes.
Jeez, you guys are just crushing these skills.
I have a +5 persuasion.
19. Yeah, you call out the orders and the people follow. Krungus jumps into action, grabs the what's it called? The sail, and is just like manning it himself, like pulling it back and forth, keeping you guys moving, but not necessarily too fast so you don't slam into the rocks ahead. Drusilla is down below. I don't know what she's doing. She's a bosun. She's probably fixing the boat.
She's doing what I tell her to do.
And Moist Mitch is being the most moist he's ever been.
Wow.
He's just
draining that
absorbing
bilge.
all the water himself.
Just the moistest.
All right. Yeah, everyone's welcome to do more than one thing. I realize Aya hasn't done anything, but it also feels weird for me as the DM to particularly do this. So if anyone wants Aya to do something, I'll let you guys sort of take control of that for him. Is there any other ideas you guys got? To get out of these waters before they come for you.
Nope, I think we're pretty much screwed.
Okay, yeah.
That's
The
the
boat
end.
crashes and you all
We
die.
all give up.
I have an idea.
Oh, maybe we have
Yes,
a
what-
hope.
Gordo and Ramsey in unison are going to both roar off the edge of the boat. Actually, we'll get Shark Boy in there too.
All right.
We'll just do big intimidating roars.
What are you trying to intimidate?
Intimidation.
What
You're
do you...
intimidating intimidation.
Trying to get them to back off. To be like, oh,
get the
we
fish
picked
to
the
back
wrong.
off?
Yeah, we picked the wrong people to mess with.
Okay, that's going to be a higher DC, but I'll allow it.
God damn it. All right. Come on.
Effectively, though, you have advantage on this because 3 of you are doing it. Yeah. Right? So it's like they're helping you.
Yes. Okay. I don't think I need it, but I'm going to roll another one anyway. That
All
was
right.
an unnatural 20.
Yeah, I mean, if your
And then 17.
If your intimidation is not -2, then you're good.
It's +1.
Then yeah, you scream, and the fish sort of stop for a good bit. Like some of them are still coming, but the number,
stupid ones.
yeah, the number of fish that are jumping out of the water decreases pretty substantially. You are also Sonny is a little intimidated, just because you just heard Gordo scream a roar off the deck, not the stern.
Sunny
the
will run
bow.
away.
I know sailing terms.
Run away using athletics.
All right, yeah, that worked. So that is 5 successes so far. Yes. Y'all are kind of crushing it.
Crush.
Sunny will eat a legume bean. And do a big breath. I'll use Arcana.
Yeah, I'll count that as Arcana check.
Cool. 12.
Okay. 12 total?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a failure.
Uh-oh.
So you still blow the wind out.
Okay.
The spell doesn't fail itself,
good.
but you blow the wind out, and basically the boat just lurches. And Bumbo, you weren't paying attention. You were sort of in the zone, and you weren't paying attention to Sonny doing this. And suddenly the boat like lurches forward faster than you were expecting it to, and you just slam into a rock. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, spaghetti.
Dear.
Wow. Aya rolled a 1.
Uh-oh.
No.
Aya's supposed to be good at that.
You're not supposed to be.
I only got a 6.
I rolled a 4,
Oh dear. Oh my.
which gives me a 10.
Do we
Okay, you got a
die?
10. No, but...
It was Moist Mitch's fault.
I got a 5.
Okay. Anyone that rolled under 10
Uh-oh.
Yep.
goes prone.
Okay.
Ramsey goes prone.
Okay.
Bad.
Good thing one of the Gombok traits is our shells are shaped so that we don't have a hard time getting up.
You go prone, but as the boat lurches, you start sliding towards the edge of it.
Uh-oh.
Slippery meat.
I mean, honestly, yeah, wet meat does not sound like the most grippy surface to stand on. Stable.
Yeah.
Have you tried gripping some wet meat before? It is very difficult.
It's so slippy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was doing that this morning. Sorry.
But
When I was preparing breakfast, that is.
The sausages.
Yeah, sausage.
Yes, remember we all had sausage for breakfast.
okay, so
Shark sausage.
Reminds me to the gutter.
I'm really glad I don't eat on this boat.
oh my god. Okay, so basically everyone's prone but Cam, right?
I did roll exactly a 10.
Ramsey is also prone.
Did Gordo get?
Gordo
not
was
prone.
fine, and I rolled for Shark Boy too.
Okay, so everyone else fell though. It was Cam and Gordo and Wensley are the only ones that rolled above a 10, I think.
Yep.
So
10 or above, yeah.
yeah, so everyone else who fell has to basically spend their action, quote unquote, getting back up and stabilizing themselves. So for this immediate round, y'all have to, the other two need to make checks effectively. Gordo and Cam, I need you two specifically to figure out something to do to right this situation. And if you can't, you fail. Ha ha ha, yar.
I'm just going to cast Speak with Animals and do what I did last time and try to commune with the sea life around here and figure out if they have any tips and tricks for survival in the what is this place called? The
Zamunder
The
Strait.
Zamunder, that's the one. Can I argue that a nature roll would be appropriate as opposed to a
Yeah,
persuasion roll? Because I'm not good at persuasion.
I would. Sure, I'll allow it.
Animal handling.
Technically, yeah, animal handling seems the most accurate.
Yeah. I'm just not as good at animal handling as I am at nature. Well, actually, wait. No, I'm better at animal handling. So, yeah, never mind.
That makes way more
Let's
sense.
do that. Though, yeah, that's pretty darn diggity good. That is a 21 animal handling
Wow.
to
Okay.
commune with the beasts of the land.
So immediately, as soon as you cast the spell, you just hear like 1,000 little fish voices go like, whoa, 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 yeah, oh yeah, whoa, whoa,
Hey!
hell yeah.
Hey, you guys down there! Cut it out. Calm down for a second. I gotta talk to you.
What? Just
Hey.
flying by.
What's the quickest way out of here?
Oh, you just gotta follow
Could you- Hey, instead of jumping onto our boat and trying to stab us, could you maybe swim off in the direction we're supposed to be going to show us the way out, and then you can try to stab us as much as you want.
Yeah, sure. Not all of the fish, but like half of the fish start like landing and like jumping like in the direction you're going and trying to like lead you through the rocks. And they're like, come on, 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 come on.
Oh my god. Cam looks frustrated.
Oh my god, this is my favorite bit.
Yeah, that's a success, which puts you at 6 successes
We're
to
almost
get you out of
there.
here.
Yeah.
Gordo, it's sort of up to you right now. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna take my tray of baked goods and I'm gonna fling it into the water like fish food, so it'll distract them.
What skill would that be though? Animal handling again? You're trying to get rid of the fish?
Yeah, it could be animal handling.
Like, well, what are you trying to do effectively? Is like what matters here. Like, what's the goal? What's the desired
goal
result?
is to get the fish to follow the food.
To fully. So you want
Yeah.
because like half of the fish are already not jumping at it because of what Cam did. So you want
Yeah.
the other half of
So
the
the
fish
other,
to stop,
the dumb
basically.
fish. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Got it.
Unhelpful
Yeah,
fish.
roll animal handling for me.
Okay, cool. I have a little bit in that. A little +4. Well, not today. It's a 2, so 6.
Yeah, you throw the food and they don't seem to notice it. It sort of just gets wrapped up in the current that's in this strait. And in that moment of clarity, as everyone gets up, I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws
Uh-oh.
as the
Yay,
siren's call
Favorite.
hits your ears.
Ooh, 17.
Sonny, you saved.
Hooray.
I mean,
Is
if
this-
anyone's immune to being charmed, then you're good.
I have advantage on saving throws against being
I'm the
charmed
one
as
that
a
then you're
charms.
yeah. Get advantage.
Oh
With
boy.
my sparkling personality.
Did anyone roll below a 14?
Yep.
No. Oh.
No.
That would be a 13 for me.
We have
Well-
to chain him to the mast.
Bumbo, yeah, you stand up and immediately just start getting a little, just like the siren song overtakes you.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, you, over the next turn, do start wandering towards the edge, but slowly. You're not in a rush.
Do you hear that melody?
Bumbo.
Oh, wait, I
What
forgot
are
to
you
roll for
talking
eye on
about?
that.
Bum,
he's
no. Don't listen to those sirens.
Just eat your biscuits and keep.
Focus on something else.
Driving.
Listen to the dulcet tones of my singing voice.
Your voices are but scrapings to my ears compared to the sound of the song.
It's quite awful.
Well, Cam, Sonny, and Gordo, do any of you have any more ideas? We need only one more success.
I only have an idea to combat the siren songs, but it would involve me failing a skill roll instead of succeeding one. I want to sing so badly that no one can hear the siren song.
I want to do an anti-performance.
I would like to
Oh my
anti-perform.
God.
I would argue that that is just performance, because it's
Oh.
intentional.
Oh dear.
You can guidance yourself at least.
So I am more likely to accidentally belt out a beautiful melody on purpose. Blow this.
Because you're so relaxed.
If you fail, you just start singing like full-on opera.
Oh no.
It's beautiful. You become a siren, and actually,
That's
like,
probably not a
Gordo
good idea,
just
though.
walks off.
Counter siren.
Any more ideas? Remember, you also have access to Aya's skills, which happen to be, I will say out loud, he is trained in several little skills. Acrobatics, athletics, insight, and perception. That's it.
Can we get Aya to use his athletics to slap Bumbo and snap him out of his trance?
Bumbo's getting slapped this episode.
Yeah.
I'll allow that. That'd be athletics, I think. Yeah? No?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cam, since you described it, Hayden, since you described
Yeah.
that, I'll let you
We're
roll.
the same. Oh, I rolled a 19.
Oh, fuck yeah. He has
Hell yeah.
He has expertise in athletics.
Just
So-
dicks. Oh, poor Bumbo.
Yeah, so his oh no, he doesn't have expertise. Yeah, it's like 20 ridiculous anyway. Aya sees Bumbo walking off the ship and just marches over there and just delivers a mean slap right across the cheek, and Bumbo, you break out of your trance and you just see Aya standing there go, "Don't walk off the fucking ship.
And I just yell back at him, "That was very rude.
You're about to die. Can you get on the wheel?"
You interrupted the most beautiful song I've ever heard.
I don't care. I'm your captain now. Get on the helm.
Aye, aye.
Sonny had taken the helm. He's like, I don't know where I'm going.
But with Bumbo's expert helmsmanship, you navigate out the other side of the Zamunda Strait, out of the Zhuisku, and
We did
out
it.
into the greater Punwalzi Sea.
Hooray.
Woo!
Celebrate.
Yes.
What does the compass say now?
The compass still points straight ahead. It hasn't shifted, although you do notice that sway that I mentioned earlier, of it sort of like moving back and forth with the movements of the sea, has stopped, and it is dead on straight ahead. You know, everyone here knows, because this is sort of like the basis of this whole trip, is that Girdle Gum is only maybe a day and a half's travel from the Zamunda Strait, from exiting the Zhuisku. Basically, the rest of this day, I imagine you would use as preparation, make sure the ship's in good health, and everyone healing. But I'll let everyone just get unless there's something you guys want to specifically do, I'll let you all get a long rest.
I just want to check in and see to establish before I establish anything anymore next episode. But how's Cam Jr. coming along?
Oh.
That's an interesting point. Yeah, Cam Jr.
Cam Jr.
Where have you been keeping Cam Jr.?
Oh, up in the crow's nest with me.
Got it.
I made him a little tinier hat to wear, so it matches mine.
Cam Jr. is taller than he was, and a little thicker
Oh.
around. You've been tending to him, I'm certain. But with
Oh,
that, you take your long rest. We'll just say, for simplicity's sake, do Sonny and the Aya take sort of the night shift. Although that makes no sense because now we have that's the captain and the first mate. But oh well, Bumbo's got it.
Yeah, I think we can like do a bit of like a
shimmy.
Yeah, a little shimmy, a little like a rotating nap cycle.
Yeah.
The short man shift.
Bumbo and Cam, though, as the sort of main navigator and main helmsman, do end up taking the morning shift. As you move through the water towards Girdlegum, you notice wood
No.
floating in the water,
Uh-oh.
just drifting by. Sparse at first. Now it's wood and maybe a little stone work. Sort of like you see a bit of stone on some wood that's like dipping under the water, but there's enough wood keeping it buoyant.
Like a dock
Yeah,
or a pier.
that's not an inaccurate description. But you continue on, your quest undeterred. More wood. More shattered pieces of boats, piers, and all sorts.
Oh my
until bodies.
Oh.
Notably, they seem to be wearing clothing that has a very tight strap around the waist.
God damn it. I was going to make that joke if you didn't.
As you approach the city of Girdlegum,
Nice.
massive in size, with a castle in its center, you can't help but notice the shattered docks and the hobio atop that castle.